Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Ray is here.
Yes.
If you can't tell where I'm from,
Look at this.
Seahawks.
Seahawks, Sonics, Mariners. I mean,
You got it all working, but I see the jacket, I see the hat. What do we call this ensemble underneath?
midlife crisis. No, I mean I'm only 43. You can't.
No,
have
but no, it's a shirt short. Like it's not a onesie.
No,
is it?
it's from this company called Chubby's, and they sent me Seahawk. I mean, it's like it almost feels like a bathing suit, and then this just real thin material. I'm all about comfy at this point in my life, you know? I mean, you see Sandler. I remember seeing Sandler on talk shows being like, oh, that's how you do it. Mm-hmm. Who wants to wear a suit and a tie? I mean, look at you. You know, you look like you're just had a Jamba Juice and you're ready to play some pickleball or coach a shuffleboard team.
That went in increasing order of disrespect.
Well,
You know,
can I be honest?
You started somewhat disrespectful, very disrespectful, and extremely disrespectful.
Well, I'm trying
you
to.
You ended with a pretty high level of disrespect.
Well, just expect a really good Hanukkah gift this year. I think I came in hot because I saw my headshot that you put up from I think the first time I was ever here.
Maybe so. I mean,
look, my weight fluctuates. I'm definitely probably down 15 from that picture.
I agree. You look good, buddy.
Okay, good. Thank you. Although, I mean,
I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't know, man.
I mean, that guy's
we
off
can
a
update.
bender. That guy just had a fentanyl cupcake and a Gatorade Zero, but not in that order. And that guy just invested in crypto. This is the guy right here who's still like, dude, crypto's coming back.
That's right there. Yeah, you do.
That guy's like, Mike Pence is going to run in 2035.
Yeah.
You know, this guy, nobody wants this guy to be around their fantasy football league, their kids.
Yeah, you're talking about investing in AI
Yeah,
right there.
he invested in AI. The movie was from Steven Spielberg. Yeah.
There you go. Nice.
This guy, you know, that I feel pretty good. You know, when I didn't feel pretty good,
What's
2
that?
days ago, I went and saw our friend Bert Kreischer to do a Something's Burning. And I mean,
I saw that, man.
The picture.
Yeah.
Me
you
next to Rob Lowe.
So you were just on the Bert.
The Something's Burning.
I can't tell. Is this a Bert cast?
No, this was Something's Burning that
Was that
you
the
and
one that-
Cam Hayward and I did the Super Bowl,
Where
which
he-
was
where
one
he
of the...
where he was making the most inedible
For a guy
concoctions.
who knows how to eat... and I don't want to say Bert's a
the hell
bad
was
cook.
that?
It was an awful sandwich. I mean, I had a
Terrible.
seizure and a panic attack at the same time. I mean, I'm not good with spice. My wife, shout out, she makes fun of me constantly because like pico de gallo is like that's about where the train stops.
Yeah.
And I had a pepper. He made she crab soup. Is that a?
It was so bad. What Bert was doing in New Orleans. New Orleans is home for. Doesn't matter. Just put
Doesn't
it all.
matter.
Just
Put it on a
all in
plate.
a pot.
It's probably
right?
okay.
And even people in New Orleans were saying, "You're putting that together."
Yeah.
That's how bad it was.
Yeah, it was awful. I mean,
Terrible.
It was bad. And so sitting.
So you're
next
back again now.
I'm back again, but Rob Lowe was there. I was like, there's no way he's going to poison Rob Lowe. He's Rob Lowe.
Oh, good point.
We need Rob Lowe. There's a few
Yes, America.
actors
Yes.
in this country and world that
Yes.
we're never. I think Rob Lowe.
Yes.
And you know, you go ahead and pull up the DraftKings or whoever's betting on this, the Cashy or only whoever's betting on this.
Yeah.
Rob Lowe, I think, lives to 250. Seahawks win the Super Bowl. Mariners go to the World Series. Cal hits 70.
Yes.
And Rob Lowe lives to 250. Hey, Rob Lowe, 250.
Now let me ask you a question.
Sure.
You're Cal Raleigh, and your nickname is the Big Dumper.
Love it.
Yep.
Jared Kelnick gave him that nickname.
Which is great. I'm sure it's done with love, but you're talking about the size of his ass.
Yeah,
though.
dude. Awesome. And it's a big butt, dude. And I went to spring training and this past year.
I'm wondering how this sentence finishes.
And well, I did see Dylan Moore in the shower with a towel around his waist, and all I gotta say is, "Dear Diary." I know we just sent him off, but dude, talk about a major. And Julio was like, somebody was like, "Dude, you gotta go take a shower and get the full," because I got to suit up and train with the M's after I roasted them at 9 a.m.
Yeah.
And which, by the way, I had all these like jokes about the ownership, and John stands right there, and he's like, they told you no jokes about the ownership, and I was like, dude, I had this like thought where I was like, do I do it anyway? Like, because do I roll the dice? But you got to read the room. I did this roast of Jelly Roll last year in Nashville, and Kid Rock was there, and they told us no jokes about Kid Rock, so all I heard was do a ton of jokes about Kid Rock, and I was like, Kid Rock's here. Kid Rock, I'll make this quick. I know you got to get back to talking too loud at a Cracker Barrel. Crack or Barrel is actually how Kid Rock's live is going to end. But it bombed. It got more laughs here than it did there. But so I'm like, don't roast the owner.
Yes.
Learn from your mistakes.
Yes, sir.
I roasted, I was like, Julio Rodriguez. Look at Julio. I was like, Julio, I'm married, but I'm in room 216 at La Quinta Inn if you want to stop by. I was like, look at that smile, dude. Every time you smile, you're in a Powerade commercial. Those teeth are so white. Dude, I don't know what's more white, your teeth or your teammates. This feels like the clubhouse that Jackie Robinson played against in his first game. I go, where were you guys on January 6th? And then Rowdy Tellez was on the team. I go, Rowdy, you're so fat and Jewish. I don't know if you spend more time in a synagogue or a Cinnabon. And then I just went hard in the paint.
But what'd you say for Raleigh, though?
So for who?
To Cal Raleigh.
Oh, so Cal Raleigh, I said Cal's got 50,000 followers on Instagram, 60,000 followers on Pornhub. And then, but anyway, so Cal, during spring training, gave me his bat to take some swings, and I was sitting off Dan Wilson. It was just awesome. It was a fantasy camp, and I hit a couple ground balls, and then I hit one semi-deep into the outfield, just connected. I'm up there doing my Jay Buhner stance right down the middle, and all these fans are watching, and Dan had thrown a couple in the dirt, and I was like, Dan, this is horse crap. Throw me something to put some put the bat on. And I hit it, and then ran around the bases. And I get up to Cal, and I give him his bat back because he let me borrow it. And I go, man, if you have a magical season, like let this be the moment that you know that my juju. And he goes, yeah, man. He took the bat, he took the practice swings. He goes, I feel it, dude. I feel it. And my buddy who I brought to capture BTS wasn't rolling at that moment.
Oh, come on!
And if there was ever a moment to have a clip and then post like all his home runs after, I mean, I think he's gonna hit. I honestly think he's gonna hit. Oh man, I wanted 60, no problem, which is wild. But I honestly think 70 is like.
Oh my God!
I think he's just having the craziest.
He is.
It's like when teams just get hot at the right time and everything's clicking the way it should. I think he's just. There's no slowing down. And he doesn't bat over 300. He's not MVP, dude. I'm sorry your dad didn't hug you. He's fine. He's gonna.
No,
I don't know.
We were talking about it
You've
while you were
talked about
making
it.
your way here that we think he is the MVP of the American League. Absolutely.
Well, also look at the Mariners.
I'm a Yankee fan too. You know
That's
what I mean?
right, dude.
But Judge did miss some time, and what Raleigh is doing is something we've never seen before, and now we know why.
It's more impressive from the catcher position, right?
Used his bat in spring training, which normally would be the ultimate Ziggy. But look at you, man.
Yeah. I did it.
Everyone's wondering, where did this come from? Adam Ray's magic touch. There you go.
You have to contribute
Fantastic.
some way. You can't just drink beers and scream at the TV. You got to get out there. You got to fly to Scottsdale. You got to. It was, by the way, being in full uni is like. I mean, dude, you got to do it with the Yanks. You got to just pull some strings.
I'm just. Whenever I watch a baseball game, and I swear I think about this all the time, is just imagine how amazing it is that these guys are in their 30s, or even some of these, managers and coaches, they get to put on a baseball uniform every day.
It's awesome.
Every day, like they're 8, and it
They
is
probably think
awesome.
that way, right? They're out there just being like, wow, I was doing this 25 years ago when I was a child.
And in the same way that you're wondering, okay, we don't bat an eye when hockey allows people to hit each other, right? Why is baseball the only sport where they make the coaches and managers and grown-ass adults and senior citizens dress like they're 8 years old? You know what I mean? Like, what if like Doc Rivers had to put on a basketball, like a Bucks uniform?
I'm here for it. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the hockey coach is still suit and boot. Right?
I don't like that. Did Emilio Estevez wear a suit in Mighty Ducks?
Can we look that up?
Can we look that up?
Yeah, at the start of number 2, yeah.
Number 2, I think he went.
Then he goes back.
Because then they got sponsored, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It was, but I think he was like, I think just wearing like a Ducks jacket, maybe just a light polo, maybe a Hanes t-shirt. But
Yeah.
What if they made
go back
Andy,
to his old way.
What if they made Andy Reid dress like he did in that punt, pass, and kick competition years ago? Like he's got to show up in a full pads and uniform for the Kansas City Chiefs. That would be weird, right? But in baseball, it's just like, okay, whatever.
I might meet Andy Reid. I'm going to the opening of Travis and Pat's Steakhouse in a couple weeks.
Oh, is that right?
And I'm assuming he'll be there.
1587.
I'm assuming if the coach doesn't show up to the opening of your Stars Steakhouse.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
If Mahomes and Travis Kelce are opening up a
an
restaurant,
AM/PM, a glory hole. But Andy Reid's going to be there. Yeah.
That's one way to put it.
Yeah.
But the way that I'm essentially saying, okay, is that if they got a restaurant, he's going to be there. But it's red meat, man. Like this. Like, he's not going to show up and order the fish, for instance.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he will be there, and Andy Reid will get he might get the first steak, and maybe he'll dress like this. Oh, look at number 22 behind him. Could you imagine you're number 22 and you're just like, I gotta compete? Like he's staring at Andy Reid's big dumper.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like we should, and like he's just right. Like, could you imagine they were in the same competition? These two.
How come nobody has done a side by side like the best butts in baseball, like the BBB? I don't know. We've been talking about Cal's, ass for the last, I guess 2 years straight. But like, I'm right at the top of the dome. I'm immediately thinking of Cecil Fielder. That was probably up until Cal Raleigh. Cecil Fielder, maybe. Bobby Bonilla, I guess, was pretty svelte, but you got
the all-time the Mount Rushmore of big dumpers. Yeah. Is that what you're saying right now?
Let's try to put it together.
George Scott? Remember George Scott?
Ron Karkovice.
Ron Karkovice.
Well, that's an odd choice.
Ron Karkovice sounds like something you don't want to order off the menu at Chili's.
At 1587.
At 1587. Actually, I do want to.
You're going.
I'm going, man. I got the invite.
Cool.
I got the ball signed by them. I think it was signed by them. Sometimes the signatures look a little askew to where you're like, is this just Alfonso Ribeiro and Tom Bergeron? But even though it says Travis Kelce and Pat Mahomes, you know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people. There was a video posted of Jeremy Allen White.
AFV hosts.
Say it again.
That. America's Funniest Videos hosts. Tom Bergeron and Alfonso.
And also Dancing with the Stars.
That's right.
Bergeron, dude. What a legacy. What a legacy he's left behind. But there's a TikTok of Jeremy Allen White in New York and signing autographs for fans. And he literally just did squiggle. And I'm like, at that point, don't do it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. At least have one letter be legible. Right. I know you're like, time is money. You got to move and shake. But, I've seen Harrison Ford do it. The H is there. So you can tell people there's Harrison Ford. And they're like, it could be, Henry Fonda. I don't know. Who's another H name?
That's Hunter Biden.
Hunter Biden.
Look at this guy.
Hey, he's a great guy. Hunter Biden. Big crackhead, but amazing son.
Dr. Phil live show. You done your last one or what?
We did our last one. We are announcing a last one.
Oh,
which hopefully you'll stop by.
When is this?
Tickets are not on sale yet, and it's not even announced. But you know what? I love you, Rich. I love the show.
Okay,
let's have this be the breaking news.
And what do you got?
Do we have a breaking news sound effect?
Oh, yes, we do. Hold on. We got it. We got the whole drop right here.
I knew you did.
Of course, we've got it.
Here it comes.
No, we got. Give him the phone. Give him the phone.
Here it comes. And my eyes see.
Breaking news.
There you go.
Dr. Phil Live, the final show. Man, it's been 2 years of fun, laughs, and love. We got a Netflix special with the real Phil, but we're calling it quits. We're wrapping it up. And the final show will be December 16th here in Los Angeles at the Wiltern Theater. That's right, the Wiltern Theater.
That's a nice
We're going
spot.
big. We usually do the Comedy Store for $350, but we thought we'd go big for the last one. Couple thousand people, and we do. Do we have some surprises in store? Ooh. This one, it's a week before the holidays. It's in LA. It's a Tuesday.
Tuesday night.
So you better bet. So there's gonna be people that are around and available.
And I won't dress like I did the last time.
No, dude, look at you, man.
I don't even know why I decided to dress that way.
You look like John Stamos' boss in the Netflix show You. Remember when he played like the
John Stamos was there.
John Stamos was there
that very night. There you go.
You crushed it though, Rich. Have you gotten any comments or DMs about your performance?
Yeah, man. Of course. Good. And plus, being on that stage, it's as classic as they come.
It's wild, dude. It's
wow. That's Tuesday, December
16th. Tickets will be on sale, I believe, in 2 weeks.
I will be there. I will be there.
Come through. It's going to be a big party.
A spot in Dublin, Ireland coming up.
I'm going to Ireland tomorrow.
Days.
Yeah, go tomorrow, and then the show's in a couple days. And I've never been to Dublin. I've never performed there. So it's at the Vicar Street Theater. I know you guys got a big Irish following, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
Obviously.
So Vicar Street Theater, August 31st. And then we're just going to Italy to hang out for a little bit of time in vacay because no time off until the rest. By the way, I'm going to Indianapolis in September.
September 12th through the 14th.
Do you guys have any ties to McAfee? Do you know McAfee? I'm trying to go on that show out there.
Yes.
Really?
I'll hook you guys up.
Wow, cool.
I mean, I can't guarantee a booking.
I don't need the Rich Eisen guarantee. I just need the Rich Eisen opportunity.
Sure. Yeah, you got it.
Awesome.
No
amazing.
I
always wonder, like, if you guys
Pat.
are friends with the other.
Pat. You and Pat will have a great conversation.
We've known Pat a long time.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I assume so.
Pat would be great.
You know how people just assume they're like, oh, dude, you must know Carrot Top because you do comedy. I'm like, I've never met him. I follow him on LinkedIn, but I don't know the guy personally. But in your world, I assume everybody, it's a smaller community of people at the top.
Absolutely.
Cool.
I will handle that personally.
I love you, dude.
Brookfield, Wisconsin, 26th to 28th, and then right here in Hermosa Beach, September 30th. AdamRayComedy.com.
Thanks, brother.
For tickets. The About Last Night podcast. Stick and stay for the rest of the program, please.
Please. I don't want to go anywhere.
No, we want to do this.
I think we should do this.
We have, we just throw words out there, phrases out there, asides every now and then. We'll say, you know what, that's a good fantasy team name. Brockman writes them down all year long.
Great.
Next week, Paul Rudd will zoom in. He does this every year. He chooses the name of the team, but we need to cull the list down to 8.
Wow.
And I'd love if you would use your comedy chops to say which would be the most comedic resonant names.
I would be
us.
honored.
Okay.
Maybe I'll throw in a few of my own.
The problem is, though, is we don't have a lot of context.
Not a lot of context.
Chris never writes down the context. We try to remember that. Yep. Adam Ray just asked me if I'm going to do Sportscenter again. I'm going to do it Tuesday, December 16th.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Wait, on the Dr. Phil live show?
Dr. Phil, yeah.
Oh, should I do Sportscenter?
I remember that's what we did on the Comedy Store show. We had you commentate to live highlights. Remember there was like Brad Williams jumping off an inflatable toy?
It was, by the way, he's like, we got highlights for you to narrate.
The image
and
of
we'll
that.
set it up, and it was literally like nut shots, nothing but nut shots.
But you were so good. You're so good, dude. You look, you talk, you react. And I just had to say, because I said it to Rich through text and off air, but goosebumps, chills, all the good feelings. It was better if somebody told me, hey, would you rather have your parents get back together or see Rich Eisen go back on SportsCenter? I would pick the latter every time. It was so great. Hearing your voice attached to highlight packages brought me right back to it's the same way music brings you back. It's the same way when I hear Chumbawamba, I think of grinding on Brooke Alcart at a Shortcrest High School dance. Shout out to Brooke. She's married and has kids, but her husband's, I think, a big fan. But so, but it brought me back. And hearing your voice and watching highlights, Rich, I was telling him, it got me emotional, man, because it took me back to when I lived in Seattle with my single mom at the time, and just every morning watching you and Stu, and like going to high school and starting, I just did football to play Danny Zuko in Greece and figured out that I kind of wanted to do acting, and then now I'm down here and now I'm here, but like, so it took me all back, dude, and you crushed it.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I loved it. It really was like putting myself in a time machine and just serving the sports comfort food. You know what I mean?
You got to do it more, man.
I plan on it. I just don't know when. I don't know when I'm gonna, do it next. But they've been kind enough to ask, and I'll do it. It was too much fun to not do it again.
Yeah, dude, you murdered.
And I just loved doing highlights. And
you put a Beastquake in there.
A little beat. Well, I mean, that was the top 10 sports. They came up with the idea of how about top 10 NFL moments since you've since you last did SportsCenter.
Kind of cool.
And he I'm sorry I put number 1 being Malcolm Butler.
I did see that,
but I put that over the James Harrison touchdown because that one literally decided the Super Bowl.
I'm sorry, I can't watch it, by the way, which is wild. Like, if it's anywhere, I've been in gyms, and when I'm standing there at the lobby of the Curves and they're like, sir, you don't have a membership, and I'm like, please, I've used that elliptical before. They're like, you're not big enough. And so or a woman, and but when I see it on TV pop up, I have to leave or just put my head up. It's that triggering. It's wild.
I was recalling this the other day, that my first day I had walked into ESPN ever. It was for an informational interview with Keith Olbermann. I was just coming off my summer internship, and I got connected with Keith Olbermann. For a long story short, I went there, and that was the day that Cordell Stewart hit Michael Westbrook to beat Michigan at the last second. And I'm walking around ESPN. It's a dream come true to be at ESPN, and I wanted every television set turned off. So I know how it feels. And I can't watch that back either. Keith Jackson with the call. The iconic voice of college football. And I'm at ESPN, and I'm a kid in a candy store, TV sets everywhere, sports everywhere, and I'm like, can I get a remote to snap every friggin' television set off? So I totally get that.
Yeah, I'd rather watch my stepdad and mom get down than watch that Super Bowl. I'd rather be in the room and eyes closed, but I'd rather be in the room and listen to the audio of that than see You get what I'm saying. By the way, Chiefs Seahawks, I was telling Rich, I got to call the radio Seahawks Chiefs preseason game.
And the TV version's on NFL Network.
TV version on NFL Network. I got to call it. Being in the booth, childhood dream was insane. Not only do our Hawks look incredible, Sammy D, SD card as I'm calling him, new nickname. Not sure it's going to stick. Every time Bobo scored a touchdown, which was twice, I go, let's check our watches. Yep, it's Bobo time. That has not caught on yet.
Bobo time. What did you also say? It's like
when we got a sack, I said, num. Somebody pull the bus over. We got a sack lunch for dinner.
Somebody pull the bus over.
Yeah, we got a sack lunch for dinner. And then Martinez, one of our running backs, got a touchdown. And I said, can we reopen the kitchen? We're serving touchdown salads. And Rabel goes, oh boy, it's going to be a long night.
In the few minutes we have left in this hour, we have written down about 25 different asides that one of us have said or one of our guests have said that causes us to stop our conversation and go, that's a great fantasy team name. And we need this list culled down to 8 for us to give to Paul Rudd next week to choose which is the fantasy team name that Chris and I are going to employ in a fantasy league in which we are, and TJ used to be part of it, but he's now moved on, correct?
So you're going to give it to Rudd.
I got my own team, yeah.
Okay, so he's got his own team.
Is Rudd also... Oh, I just got a text from Gavin Newsom. It's probably real.
Okay.
Is Rudd in the league or no?
Rudd is not in the league. He has no dog.
He just picks our name every year.
All right, here we go. So just say this is usable or it's not.
Okay, great.
Okay. Musk of Schottenheimer.
Oh, which Schottenheimer?
It's Brian. Right?
I assume Brian.
Assume.
Well, we're going to go keep it or toss it. I'm going to go keep it.
Keep it. Zubaz exterior. I don't know what that is.
For a second there, I thought you were about to say Jubag, but Zubaz sounds even better. So Zubaz what?
Exterior.
Zubaz exterior. What is that?
I don't know.
Zubaz, you remember the pants back in the day?
Yeah, this is the
Zubaz pants.
All right, we're gonna toss that.
Toss it.
Complete football impotence.
Little long.
Okay, so toss that.
Good use of the word impotence, but little long.
Splash of insanity.
Splash, underrated movie. Virtual Insanity, one of my favorite songs. Also grinded on Brooke Algart to that song. By the way, there's a playlist of just me and Brooke Algart that is out there somewhere.
We need that playlist,
that so far is the top of the list for me.
Okay, keep. Tier martini.
My wife loves martinis. Tier.
All right.
I don't know. It just doesn't flow.
This one is Wahlberg's Theragun Pit Crew.
Yeah, dude. I mean, we're going Wahlbergs. We're going Wahlburgers. We're going, anything Wahlberg, whether it's Donnie, Mark, or the other brother.
Somebody told a story about playing golf with him, right? And he had the Theragun?
Yep.
Oh, it's Nate Bargatze told about that. Yes, that's a keep. This one was, I know what this one, this was in context of Chiefs fatigue, and everyone was sick and tired of
Chiefs
the Chiefs.
fatigue is great.
So Bundle Ruski of hate.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That might be in there.
Yeah.
Ginger Persuasion.
Ooh, is it only redheads in that league?
I guess so, right? I don't know.
So that's got to be the girl from, it's the Wendy's girl, Santino, Bill Burr.
I think Santino might have used it.
It might have been Santino's, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't think Santino's ginger, by the way. I think he dyes his hair. I think it's a shtick. It's like Brad Williams. He's actually 6'5".
All right. Gene Shalit's mustache.
Yep, keeper.
Big Dom's lockbox.
Yeah.
From the Eagles.
Lockbox is fun to say. It reminds me of Lunchbox from Little Giants.
I don't know what this is from. Finger gunned by Costner.
Yikes. Can we even, don't get canceled. Finger gunned by Costner. Sure, yeah, that's what you mean, yeah.
Shooter.
We're keeping that. Nitpicking Gosling.
Oh, anything with Gosling.
Okay, keeper. Triple Favre Lindy.
All
right, we're tossing that.
It, yeah.
Tsunami of profanity.
So I think if it was tsunami profanity, but tsunami of, you put the oven there, you made it a little, you overstayed your welcome.
Mission critical adjacent.
Mission critical is good. Again, dude, sometimes less is more.
Toss. Sizzle shots of Curran. It's Tom Curran.
Tom Curran with glamour shots, basically.
All right, we'll toss that. John Lennon's hot tub.
I mean, not only is that a great fantasy football team, that's a great restaurant that I'd love to open. Actually, that's a hot tub center I'd like to open. There was a place called Tubbs that I drove by in elementary school when my best friend's dad was driving us home from soccer. I had just scored on our own team. He called me an effing idiot on the drive home. And then we drove by Tubbs, and I go, oh, is that Tubbs a sandwich place? Because there was also a sandwich place on Lake City Way, shout out, called Tubbs. And he goes, no, that's a place where strangers go to have fun. I didn't know what that meant until about 2 weeks ago. What's the next name you got, Rich?
Vrabel Pinky Wave.
Yes.
I got one of those at the American Century Championship. He waved at me with his pinky.
A little Dr. Evil?
And then last one, locational Eskimo brothers.
I mean, dude, I think we can all look around the room and and say, hey, we all might have been in the same place at the same time at some point in our lives. So keep it. Yeah.
Keep it. All right, we're going to have to call
it makes
this
me
list
think of
down
Klondike bars, and that's an underrated snack. Can I throw in two? Can I throw in two?
In a second, we'll come back and finish the show. All right, 2.5 minutes left with Adam Ray here before the end of the show. We got 12. I mean, we're going to have to cut 4. You see you have 2 other ones?
Before you cut 4, I'd like to add 2 into the mix.
What do you got? Fantasy team names from Adam Ray. What do you got?
Coldplay CEO.
Coldplay CEO.
Vivian Banks replacement, which is a shout out to the new Vivian Banks when they replaced her on Fresh Prince. Don't know why they did it. They had to. And then the third one, which is just a alt, is Adam Rabies, which is what a fan DM'd me as a actual suggestion for names for my fans. The Adam Rabies.
The Adam Rabies.
The Rabies, because I don't know, rabies are coming back, or it just sounded.
It seems like everything's coming back.
It's almost like the Believers, but the Adam Rabies, the babies, the Adam. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm not into that one.
Yeah, so we'll leave that off the table.
Coldplay CEO. We already know what the avatar for that's going to be. Obviously.
Thank you so much, Coldplay, for taking the heat off the Epstein files with the HRs. But not good. Not good.
Not good.
By the way, that guy blamed Coldplay in his apology.
So what are we gonna?
We got to cut 4.
Out?
We got to cut 4.
I would cut
Musk of Schottenheimer.
Yeah,
that's gone.
I want Vrabel Pinky in the running.
I was the recipient of it at the American Century Championship. I'm having dinner. He's having dinner at another table. He had a glass of red wine in his hand and went like this.
Then it's personal. That's so cool.
Literally
Rich.
waved at me with his pinky.
How far from across the room?
A good 10 feet.
Wow.
Yeah, it was. We
Is
locked
he known
eyes.
For this?
I have no idea. We lock eyes, and he waved at me with his pinky. So that's gotta.
Can you imagine if you weren't looking at him and he was just doing that and waiting for you to look, and then you walked right into that?
Not weird at all.
Maybe Splash of Insanity can go.
Splash of Insanity
too long. Remember?
Yeah. Okay.
The ones that are too long have to go.
All right. Wahlberg, Theragun, Pit Crew's got to stay. Bundelruski of Hate is staying.
Yep.
Just Ginger Persuasion stay.
I don't think so.
Out.
Okay.
It's a fun pairing of words, but
we got to cut one more of Gene Shalit's mustache, Big Dom's lockbox, finger gunned by Costner, nitpicking Gosling, John Lennon's hot tub, Vrabel, Pinky Wave, locational Eskimo Brothers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What goes?
Eskimo Brothers. I'm sorry.
Oh no!
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That.
Wow.
No, really, it's your show.
No,
John Lennon's hot tub.
John Lennon's hot tub.
No.
What's that referencing?
No. Hey, I will get up out of this chair.
I don't want you to.
All right, this guy's
wait, someone told the story that they were in John Lennon's hot tub.
That's right. Somebody did tell us that.
This is John Lennon's hot tub.
Is it Gene Shalit's mustache? Because Gene Shalit's been long
Who's
gone.
gonna know who Gene
Paul
Shalit
Rudd
is?
will know
Paul
exactly
Rudd.
who Gene Shalit is.
Yes.
I can also see
How will
Rudd
anyone
having
know who
fun
Gene
saying
Shalit is?
Musk of Schottenheimer.
Before Rotten Tomatoes, how did you know whether or not Land Before Time 2 was any good?
Because of the Pizza Hut giveaways.
All right, bad example.
I'm making the call. Gene Shalit's mustache is out.
Oh, wow.
That's it.
R.I.P.
Got to make the tough calls, man.
Somebody tell Tom Selleck there's no respect on the stash anymore.
You're Adam Ray, everybody.